Alright, what's going on, guys? We're back here with another video. Today we're going to be reacting to this video how Limveld will change from run to run, which is basically explaining the RNG system in the game. This was made by IGN, as you can see right here. Now, before we get started, I do want to apologize for my leave of absence. For my leave of absence. I admit. I was honestly busy at the time. I had a bunch of tests going on, especially since it's my last year of high school. And honestly, I just did not have time to edit any of the footage I have of Kazan the Last Berserker. When Night Rain comes out, I'll definitely be playing that as soon as it releases. I'm releasing a video as soon as possible, because by the time it releases, I'll be done with everything. And Kazan, I'm unfortunately it's gonna have to go on hold. But hopefully, I'll still be able to upload it. I'll definitely try to make more time for me to upload and make more videos. But anyways, let's get right into the video.
One of the biggest questions left over after Elden Ring Nightrein's network test back in February was, how will the world of Limveld change in the real game? After all, Nightrain is, for all intents and purposes, a roguelite, and one of the core elements of any roguelite is a degree of randomness or procedural generation that ensures that every run feels just a little bit different. Nightrain has that in the loot department, with every run giving you different rewards and forcing you to cobble together a build based on what you're able to find within that run, and also in the enemy and boss department, since none of the boss encounters are static, with the sole exception of the Nightlord battle on day 3. But as far as the world of Limveld, we never
Hold on. Oh, man.
really got a chance. None of the boss encounters are static, with as far as
Right here. Okay, so this is what the map is going to be looking like. It's similar to the one from the network test, though I think some of these areas are in different locations. I think. Don't quote me on that. There seems to be a huge crater right here. Is that where they fought the magma worm at the beginning of the video? I think it is. So it seems this is gonna be one of the RNG features. All right, let's continue. He's probably gonna explain it afterwards.
the world of Limveld, we never
Something I just
3.
noticed. There are layers right here. You can change the layer. I just realized that. This seems to be like a zoom in, but here you can change the layer. So it seems like there's gonna be something underground, similar to how. Oh my God, I forgot. Well, I forgot what the areas are called, but the ones for Ronnie's Quest and Moog's Palace. Those areas.
the world of Limveld, we never really got a chance to see how it changes from run to run during the network test. During my 2 days of playtime at FromSoft's office and over the course of about 10 full runs, I got my answer to that earlier question. Here's how Limveld will change from run to run in Elden Ring Nightrain. Actually, we jumped the gun. Before we go into the ways that Limveld will change, let's quickly establish what doesn't change. The overall structure of Limveld will not change. The shape of the island, the major geographical features, the positioning of cliffs, rivers, and lakes, all of these will be the same, barring
Okay. That's interesting. I feel like that was a bad choice by them. I feel like the map should be entirely randomized. Just because I feel like if they have this same map over and over again, it will get boring. Like the same river is going to be always the same right here. This cavity is always going to be the same. It's like, I feel like if they're going to do this, they should have different maps. That's what I feel like is the best option to go from. But as we can see from this map, it seems that right here down in the corner, it shows you the boss. The boss you're going to be fighting. Right here, and then these are all the oh God, I'm having brain fart. The buildings and the environmental areas you're going to be going through.
A few major exceptions that we'll cover in just a bit. The locations of Sites of Grace, Everjails, the launching Spirit Springs, cave entrances and exits, the spectral trees and the wind currents, all of these are static and do not change location from run to run.
Alright, I can't lie, that's a little bit disappointing. I definitely expected for there to be more randomness, so to speak, but that doesn't. I'm not saying the game is bad or I don't have high hopes for it. I do. I mean, I know Miyazaki always cooks, but I don't know. I just feel like I'm kind of a little bit disappointed on that. I was thinking it's gonna be something like Dead Cells, where literally almost everything is RNG except for the main areas or biomes or castle or whatever. But I love that game. Dead Cells is one of my favorite roguelikes.
Spectral trees and the wind currents, all of these exceptionally tough battles do not change location from run to run. There's also a giant castle that features exceptionally tough battles and big rewards right smack in the middle of the map that will never change. Everything else, from the locations of all the rest of the points of interest, the types of rewards offered at those points of interest, to the wandering mini-bosses and the bosses that you fight at the end of day 1 and day 2, are left completely up to chance. That said, there are two other huge factors that can completely alter a run. The first are world events known as Shifting Earth.
That sounds.
Occasionally, before you even launch into a level,
This is very interesting. Okay, so they showed us some of the bosses on here. First one seems to be Tricephalos, if I got that right. I have my brightness on the computer as high as I can see it, but I cannot tell what that is. Can't get a good look at it. Then they have Gaping Jaw. Honestly, from the image and the name, I want to say it's the Gaping Dragon, but I don't think they'll make a Dark Souls boss the final boss of a expedition. And also, it doesn't even seem like it has the similar amount of. It doesn't seem like it has the body structure, the Gaping Dragon. Sentient Pest seems like it's gonna be like a giant bug type monster. Augur, I don't know. It's like that name. The name is familiar. For some reason, I'm associating it with something flying. Equilibrious Beast. This is the Libra that we got. Not they leaked. They showcased. Dark Drift Knight. Now that sounds sick, but it looks like a knight. I don't know. Obviously, it's a knight, but it looks like he's being hung by his arms. I don't know. Fisher in the Fog. It's like all these bosses look interesting, but for the life of me, I cannot tell what I'm looking at. So right here, it seems to show you the description. A go-headed being who pretends to be a man, said to be able to use a dubious form of alchemy. Counterfeit gold causes loss of sanity, beckoning madness. However, those. Alright. Seems right here, it tells you what the boss is weak to. Effective madness. I mean, I'm assuming that's either going to be A, the boss is weak to that, or B, you will be weak to that during the boss fight. One or the other. And here is just password, and here it says shifting Earth underway. Earth is shifting the crater. Alright, this is what he's going to explain.
you'll be made aware that there is a Shifting Earth modifier in effect. In our playtime, the one we encountered was Crater, which transformed the northern section of the map, placing a giant crater in the middle and rivers of lava all around it. The enemies around and inside the crater are no joke, and wiped the floor with us when we first attempted to even get close enough to investigate the crater on the first day. But investigate it you should, and you should do so as soon as the second day begins, if you're up to the challenge. Exploring the crater took us pretty much the entirety of the second day, but when we did eventually make it all the way to the bottom, we beat a boss that granted us an epic rarity level reward by itself, but then also the unique reward of being able to take any weapon in our arsenal and
Alright, so they upgraded it. I'm gonna assume gold is the highest rarity. You know, similar to Fortnite where there's gray, purple, yada yada yada. So that's very interesting. It seems like these world events are high risk, high reward from what he said. But I am 1000% doing these. It's like I feel like there are things you cannot pass up. All right. Also, one detail I do not know, and I think this is a mistake. It's on my part. Where is the circle gonna close at? Is it gonna be at a random location, or is it gonna be dead center at the map? Now that, well, I hope you can go into it, but I guess I'll have to search it up soon.
Upgrade to the maximum level for free. It's a risky endeavor though, because in order to escape the crater, you need to use a bunch of spectral trees and ride the hawks from platform to platform as you try to escape, which will certainly lead to nail-biting escape sequences when you take too long in the crater and now must race against the clock to get out while the circle closes in around you. The other big way that runs can change are through the appearances of certain events that seem to occur completely randomly and can throw a huge wrench into an otherwise routine run. I've seen only a couple of these, and some might be familiar with the Margit invasion from the network test, in which Margit the Fell will just all of a sudden jump into your game.
Oh my god, it's like
Margit invasion from the network test, in which Margit the Fell will just
my goat, the executioner. When the game releases, this is the first guy I'm ever gonna play. Sekiro's combat system was so well and was so good. It was very engaging, and I had a lot of fun playing Sekiro. Sekiro was a top 2, maybe top 3 Souls game of all time. Well, so FromSoft game, I guess I should say. But just putting it out there, this is the first guy I'm going to be playing. I'm probably going to play everybody just to see who I fit the best. But 1000%, this guy's going to be my main.
just all of a sudden jump into your game and just mercilessly hunt your squad down wherever they are. But a new one that I encountered involved the appearance of a swirling tornado-like phenomenon in the
Well, I think this is what he's talking about. The swirling tornado-like phenomenon. I think this is what he's talking about.
sky. When our squad approached it, we were suddenly attacked by a very tough group of AI-controlled Nightfarers who seemingly invaded us from another world. Like typical NPC invasions in Elden Ring, these enemies were smarter and hit a lot harder than typical enemies, making it another big risk-reward consideration to explore the areas near one of these ominous swirling tornadoes in the sky. The most impactful of all these random events, though, was the appearance of a mysterious boss that would attack from miles away with mortar shots of level-sapping bugs. That's right, get hit even just once by these telegraphed mortar strikes, and you lose a
Oh my god, this is like old King Galant, where he had that one move where it would steal your soul. Alright, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I love it when things are challenging. It's like, oh my god, I love it. Alright, I'm fanboying a lot here, but alright, let's continue. I'm pausing a lot.
level. It's not even limited to just losing one. Get hit again, he'll take another level from you. The only way to get those levels back is to find and kill the boss by following the bugs to his hiding spot. Unfortunately, I don't have footage of this, nor do I know what the reward is for killing him, because by the time we found the boss by following the bugs, the circle had started encroaching, and we just wouldn't have been able to kill him before the circle killed us. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty soul-crushing to have to just give up on those levels that he stole from us, and it really kind of doomed our run from day one. There are certainly more of these that I still haven't encountered, like the Forest of Corruption, the Madness Towers, and more that we see in the overview trailer released by From Software. It's worth mentioning as well that if you don't like the shifting earth modifier that will affect the world, you can use the bed in the round table hold to sleep to either remove the modifier or have it replaced by something else.
I wonder if there's going to be a drawback to that, because I feel like you can just do it over and over and over again until you get the one that you want. I hope there's a drawback to it to where you can do it like once or twice per expedition.
As devastating as some of these modifiers can be, I'm nonetheless eagerly anticipate seeing more of them. They inject a healthy level of chaos into what otherwise might start to feel very routine, and led to some great emergent moments with high emotion between me and my squad mates as we raced to escape the crater, or panicked at an unexpected ambush, or felt true despair as we realized the levels that were stolen from us were gone forever. Moments like these are the heart of any good roguelite, and hopefully Night Rain is able to keep them coming at a steady pace. For more of our exclusive IGN...
So, expectations, honestly, I am hoping they add more bosses, not only from the Souls series, but also from Demon Souls, Sekiro, and Bloodborne. I feel like they will add a great addition to the game. Especially since there's the two characters, Duchess and Executioner, who are like from Bloodborne and Sekiro. Another thing I feel that I'm expecting I'm expecting new weaponry. I hope they add new weapons that weren't originally in Elden Ring. I know it's called Elden Ring Nightrain, and there's a lot of reused assets, but I really hope that there is gonna be something, new weapons, new classes, maybe new weapon types as well. I hope they bring back the great katanas. The great katanas was from playing the DLC was one of my favorites. Honestly, it was so fun to use. But in my opinion, they should have randomized literally everything. I feel like the might just maybe might get over repetitive, oversaturated. But nonetheless, I have high expectations for this game. I hope it. I have no idea if they released the reviews for it yet, but I am dying for this game right now. Anyways, I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you all later.